Hello people, what is going on? Challenger EX coming at you here with a little bit of Waven. That's right guys, I am super hyped about this game, and this game is right around the corner. In fact, early access comes out tomorrow, which is kind of weird because it's in the middle of the work week, and I kind of wanted to take the day off, and I wish I did, but yeah, I have to wait till I get off of work to try some Waven. But here I am, hopefully with a short video for you guys, pretty much giving you the rundown of what is Waven and why you should play it. Waven is pretty much the third game that Ankama's making in their kind of like their Cosmos universe, which encompasses Dofus, Wakfu, and now Waven. In terms of like the context when it comes to like story, first is Dofus. And then there's like a time gap. I'm not sure how long there is between Dofus and Wakfu, but Wakfu comes after Dofus. And apparently there's another time gap. I don't know how long. And so Waven comes after Wakfu. So that's kind of like the context of like the setting of this game. And apparently the world is even more flooded. I don't know why. I don't know what happened in Wakfu. I thought they were supposed to do something about it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, let's. I'm just gonna go down here to the website here, kind of give you guys an intro to the game, more like a 101 on Waven. So it says here, Waven is a free-to-play multiplayer tactical RPG with unique, colorful graphics. So free-to-play, I would imagine it'd be more similar to Dofus Touch, Wakfu. If you guys are familiar with that model, it looks like Waven's going to follow suit and that step. No subscription stuff here like Dofus. In the flooded world, where only a few islands have survived the rising waters, you play a seafaring adventurer searching for answers to this great upheaval. Long ago, gods and dragons ruled the world. Today, magic remains what of the mythical beings of the yesteryear? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. At the dawn of a new era, choose your hero to keep your best spells and set sail for an incredible odyssey. That sounds exciting. And of course here they have like the little cinematic intro video. This is, I believe it's the same video that plays when you boot up the game. And it looks epic. Like right off the bat, like I want to know more about this world. I want to know why this is happening. Like the production values on this game is it's awesome. I did have a small kind of like a hands-on when they did the demo. So if you guys want to check that out, and one word I would use to describe Waven is it's super polish, super duper polish, super clean looking. Everything about it just feels fresh, unique. But yeah, you guys can see like the layout of the world here. Everything's just flooded. And you kind of just hop around like these like different islands. And it for right now, it does seem like the little sections do feel self-contained, but within the islands, there's like lots to do. Yeah, super cool. And I'll talk about more of these little icons you guys saw there. And I'll talk more about the crossplay function. Super cool. There he goes. Pretty hype trailer. I like it. I like it. All right, let's continue down the website here. A new take on a tactical RPG, simple, dynamic, fun, and immersive. And yeah, I would agree with all that stuff. I had a blast checking out the demo. Lively turn-based combat. Prepare your deck, spells, weapons, and companions before each battle, and use every ruse available to you to take home victory. Yeah, so the big thing here is like this whole deck system they have, which Which is another thing why I like about Waven. Waven combines my love for like card games, tactical games, RPGs. It's all here. It's all in one package. And yeah, here we go. Original universe. Sail from island to island in search of fortune, glory in a colorful, heroic fantasy world with a unique graphic style. And yeah, it's super unique. It's got this cool, like, kind of like a very artsy kind of look to it too. Very graphic, I would say, but it looks nice. And here you kind of have this is kind of reminiscent of what your kind of equipment screen looks like. Of course, you could equip rings, a brooch, an amulet, and an armband. I don't think you could equip like hats or capes. Again, I think this is supposed to be more like simple when it comes to that stuff. And of course, you have your companions and your spells. So let's talk about the equipment here. This is pretty much run of the mill stuff. You find a ring, you throw it on there, and boost your stats. Some have different property than others, but it's pretty much standard, just equipment type of equipment. So companions, these are kind of like, if you guys are familiar with the Osamoda summons, these kind of act like that. You can control them too, but they're kind of like little helpers. They're pretty much like summons, and you equip different ones too, and they all do different type of things. And your spells, this is more akin to how Wakfu works. Your character doesn't have like a predetermined path of like unlocking spells. So these I would call them like cards. Again, going back to this whole like quote unquote deck system. So these cards you get them from like loot boxes, or sticking with the whole card theme, like booster packs in a way. So when you defeat like an enemy or a boss, you get this crate and you open it, and it's kind of like a random assortment of all the stuff you see here, which is super cool. And yeah, and let's talk about the battle system too. Win battles, earn experience points, and companions customize equipment, deck, and take your strategy to new heights. So again, this is kind of like your deck, and you could carry, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you could equip 15 spells at a time. And when you're in a fight, these kind of pop up into your hand, in a sense, and you only get like 3 or 4 at a time. So it is kind of like randomized or a little bit of RNG. But part of the fun of the game is where you kind of have to work with what you get. And again, that's like a big thing in trading card games, TCGs, where you draw your hand of card of 7, right? And you play your hand with what you got. So super cool, super exciting, super unique. Again, if you guys played Kingdom Hearts, Chain of Memories, that game kind of had a system similar to this. But if you're into card games, this is definitely going to be right up your alley. All your game modes are yours. PvE, PvP, there you go, for you competitive folks out there. Island defense, I don't know what this is, but I imagine it would be something like Alliance versus Alliance, maybe. Fight monsters to harvest resources and win equipment. Challenge other players to climb the top of the rankings. Set up defenses to protect your island and loot while you're away. So it looks like, yeah, looting is a big part of this game. Of course, they have this whole like sea. It looks like they have like this whole like boats are going to be a big part of the world. But of course, with boats come pirates in a fantasy setting. So it looks like looting. It's going to be a huge part of the game as well too. But here, this is the biggest thing for me. A cross-platform adventure. Continue your adventure wherever you are. Play Waven with the same account on PC, Mac, smartphones, and tablets. And I think this is a huge game seller for me here too. Especially as a busy guy. I have a full-time job. I got bills to pay. Sometimes I do want to just relax on my computer. I do have this huge LG 49-inch super ultra wide screen. Sometimes I want to chill here and have a more cinematic experience with like just be involved in my gaming experience. But sometimes it's like, what? I just want to chill in the living room. I just want to chill in the bed. And I could do that. I could just quit out of here log into my phone, and just go chill in the living room and watch a movie on the side. And, even beyond that, it's like, oh, if I could do some grinding stuff, I could do some dailies at my work. I could just post on my phone 10 minutes, do what I need to do, log out. And I don't feel like I have to miss out anything because I'm, busy doing live stuff. Crossplay, huge thing. It's a shame they don't have it for Dofus. It's a shame they don't have a PC client for Dofus Touch or a mobile version of Wakfu, because cross-platform is pretty much, I would say it's pretty much the standard nowadays. You look at Genshin Impact, right? Big mobile game. You can play on PC, play on your phone. Speaking of card games, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, even Yu-Gi-Oh! Play on your PC. And let's not forget about the Switch, right? I play on my TV, I can play handheld, and that's what made the Switch so popular and so successful. So I'm happy to see crossplay here. I'm happy they didn't overlook it, because it's a big deal, and I think it's going to be a big deal for a lot of people. Play as a great hero. So here we get a little snippet of the class. Again, the art direction here is freaking amazing. It's freaking amazing. It's like a nice in-between between like cute and cool. They did an awesome job here. But yeah, here, let's go through it. So, of course, they have the Craw here. They don't have all 12 classes. I'm sure they're going to come down the line. But if now they got 2, 4, 6 classes out of the standard, World of the 12 classes. Of course, the Craw, Peerless Archers. Craws have more one trick. Okay. Looks like it's a translation error there. Craws have more than one trick in their quiver to clean up the battlefield while keeping their distance. Even from the other side of the field, their powerful arrows always hit their mark. Again, Cross, sticking with the whole being crossbow wielders. They do have, long range is their whole thing. And they do have like different skins to them too, which is super cool. Super unique looks to them. Of course, you have the Inaripsa, which is kind of like your, I would say healer, but I would say they're more like witches. They're more like fairy type characters. They're not strictly like white mages. Excellent healers, and the Ripsas have perfected the art of healing and take excellent care of their precious allies. When it comes to their enemies, they always find a way to make them take a dose of their own medicine. Super cool. And again, look at this dark Annie over here. This is so good. This reminds me of like Hollow Knight. This Annie looks so cool. And of course, you got your cutesy fairy Annie here. I don't know what's going on with this Annie, but it looks like it's going pretty fast. But oh man, this Annie looks cool. It's going to be so hard to pick a class when they start up the game. Yeah, even the cross look cool too. Of course, you have your Yop, which is kind of like your knight, your sword wielder. Your warrior, brave warriors. Yops have brawling in their vein and are ready to jump head first into the fray. Their motto: hit first, talk second, then hit again. There you go. You got your pretty much your beater class. You got your Sacrier. Hot-blooded berserkers. Sackers have a deep sense of sacrifice and draw their strength from their injuries. The more damage they take, the more fearsome they become. They're experts at cutting down their opponents to the quick. Sackers, again, if you guys are familiar with the whole world of Ankama, they are kind of like the berserkers of Dofus and stuff like that. Looks like they're keeping like the same motif here, like the same archetype. So good to see them here in Waven. Saram, you guys follow the channel, you guys know Saram is kind of like my main class. Sneaky assassins. Sarams make plentiful use of the worst tricks to get rid of any enemies in their way. Ruses, traps, and killing blows are their watchwords. Super cool. This guy in the back, he just looks like, he looks so badass. Look at him. All these character designs, I think they're a hit for me. They did an awesome job. And of course, Seller. Seller, which is the class I tried in the time demo, which I had a lot of fun with it. Time mages, sailors are as reliable as clockwork. They've mastered the cogs of time to speed up or slow down their opponents. Their tactics, manipulate the tick-tock. So these guys are pretty much your spell slingers. They're your wizard class. And again, super cool character design on them. And that's it, what they have here. Yeah, pretty simple website here. They did put out a video on kind of like the lore, which let's go ahead and take a look. Let's react to it a little bit. Super cool. I think so far they're.
If a huge wave washed over the world,
Let's
if you
see.
lost everything,
Can we get some
would
subtitles?
your life go back to what it was before?
Yeah, they're putting a lot of effort. Again, very polished, very good presentation on the game. I hope they make more of these videos.
In Waven, the world is in ruins. The land has been submerged under
A narrative designer.
called the Great Wave. Those lucky enough to survive have lost everything. The gods
Yes, cool. That reminds me of Interstellar. Like that big planet they go to. Super cool. It's just like imagery. It just looks epic. This is so cool.
lost everything. The gods who created the world of 12 have disappeared. Nations are rebuilding, and former heroes split into 4 clans have just begun to offer some measure of peace when violent earthquakes rip the earth apart, bringing forth hosts of monsters and other unknown creatures. In all of this, you wash up on an island one day and no one really knows where you came from. You're not any different from the other castaways, but you will make a difference. You'll witness the strangest events the world of
It is. I like what they're doing here because it's like right off the bat, there's like a call to action to the player, which it makes me want to play the game. Makes me want to find out more about the world itself.
has seen since the Great Wave. You'll uncover some unprecedented
Is that the bad guy there? He looks pretty evil to me. It's like already like they're saying like you're a good guy, here's the bad guy, go stop him. Which Wakfu does that. Tofa's Touch is kind of liking that.
dangers that are jeopardizing its reconstruction, and it will be up to you to face them. You and Evangeli, a famous adventurer and new leader of the clan of.
So I know she's from like the animated series, the Wakfu animated series. So I imagine this has more ties to Wakfu than Dofus. But I really hope they have some callbacks to Dofus. Oops. There we go.
Under her guidance, you'll go from castaway to adventurer, detective, guardian, or explorer, sailing to all the islands in the world of 12.
Yeah, here's like the whole back up here. Yeah, so this place is kind of huge. It doesn't look that big, but it's huge because when I did the demo, like you come into this island here, which is kind of it's one of these islands, which is kind of like the tutorial island, shows you like the basics of combat, and then I believe this is Astrub, which is kind of like the main hub when it comes to like these games. Astrub exists in Dofus and in Wakfu, and it looks like here is a little island, and this is gonna be kind of like your hub. Because in the demo, I thought this was the extent of it, but then I went into like a Minotaur Island, which kind of looks like this island here, and then you could go, and these places have like dungeons and stuff in them. So even though it might look small, there's like a ton to do in here.
World of 12 and shaping its destiny. What I love about Waven is exploration.
Yeah, there we go. I was just talking about exploring these islands.
Each nation has its own colors, traditions, and
Yeah, and I love this. It was so atmospheric. Waven. I was captivated by the island, and they have like these like bands playing too. Super cool.
music. Every nook and cranny of the setting, every animation.
So it looks like Bonta there. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it looks like Bonta colors. I don't know if this was a demo or not. Like I said, I've only stuck to Astrub. I mean, this looks like Bonta.
vision of what life looks like in the crossroads. All of these details make you want to stop and take a look around.
God, look at that! Look at that character design. Look at that yop. It's so cool. Again, it's a nice balance of like cool and cute. Super cool. Even the crawl looks fucking awesome.
Because Waven is all about stories. The game contains countless stories and hundreds of characters. With them, you'll have to worry about absolutely everything. Rescuing shipwrecked sailors, protecting animals, saving vegetables.
Yeah, and the thing that's cool about this is like so the way you start quests is like you go to an NPC, you need to help, and you get teleported to like a quest map where like you play out the quest, which it reminds me kind of like little sandboxes you get teleported into, which is super cool. It's like very self-contained. It's very Final Fantasy Tactics.
From garlic-hating, thieving vampires.
This is a that reminds me of the Wavet Island. I don't know if it's related. Maybe it is. I don't know.
You cannot make this one up. One of our priorities in developing Waven's story is to offer the players a realistic experience where gameplay and story interact.
I love that.
We looked at what a disaster means for everyone, not just humans, but also
Like it seems like they put a lot of thought into like building out the world, which is like, which is why I play Dofus and Waifu. But sadly, like I don't know too much about it. In my videos, I always complain where like I've been playing this game for like, 15 plus years, and I really couldn't tell you the story of what's happening. But it seems like here, like they're really making an effort to put you into this world, to make you believe like this world is real.
non-humans, animals, plants, even the undead, and how they have managed to survive thanks to their own intelligence or through more dubious schemes.
Oh man, that dude's getting wrecked.
Give each nation its own response to the disaster. There's no perfect solution to a problem like the Great Wave. Each nation has rebuilt in its own way according to its own traditions.
Yeah, and what I like about this, like you're coming into like a world of like, it's not perfect. It's a world that's it's been under a lot of stress. It's been destroyed. People are trying to rebuild. So it's a place where you can like you really make a difference in some of the characters, kind of like quote unquote their lives and stuff like that, which is super cool. Which is something I felt Dofus Touch kind of felt lacking, just because like nothing felt wrong with the world. And Dofus Touch, like in that iteration, it felt like there was no call to action. There was no sense of like urgency. But here it's like, everybody needs help because they just got hit with the interstellar wave, which is super cool.
And players will be able to question the wisdom of the decisions taken by each of its leaders.
I love seeing like the sketchy behind the scenes. So I think they did an amazing job putting a video like this together.
What comes out of it are some very rich stories, which we hope will give you some food for thoughts. But above all, what I think will interest our
Oh man, look at these visuals, guys. Where's that? It's like a rundown. I know, I got a frame by frame. This looks so cool. It looks so like atmospheric. So creepy looking. It looks like so spooky. Like I just want to go in there and check out what's in there. Maybe some ghosts, some zombies. I don't know. But the lighting is so moody, and it's cool. I think this is like a cool testament to like their art direction and style, because this is a 3D model here too. So the game is like a nice mix of like 2D sprites and like 3D environmental models, which works. It blends in so well, especially when some of the stuff like animates.
what I think will interest our community
Again, more like spooky atmospheric stuff.
most in Waven is its mood and atmosphere.
Look at this. So cool. I love like these shadows being casted onto the floor.
Despite the stories,
And look at the lighting. The cash, like the shadows have a direction. You have reflection. It's visually it looks stunning, especially when you play on a full screen.
the Great Wave, we wanted
Oh,
to
here we go.
create
Yeah, this building animates. Yeah, see, like the character sprites, they're 2Ds, but some other world stuff it's like 3D. Like I said, it's very appealing.
come back to, have fun in, explore in their own way. So we chose not to focus on the disaster, but rather on what happens afterwards. And that means not telling overly dramatic stories.
Oh, really? Yeah, I like it. Keep it up. I mean, it is a mobile game, so having like very short but impactful, bite-sized stories, I think is the way to go. Again, this is going to be a mobile game. I'm unsure if it's like a mobile game first that happens to be on PC or a PC game that happens to be on mobile, but either way, I think short bursts of stories, just very impactful is the way to go. Because what it sounds like, there's going to be a lot to do here.
Because after a disaster, you go on living. And that means laughing,
Yeah, that's cool.
living your best life, meeting great people.
So it looks like here, maybe you do a little bit of farming. So this looks like Wabbit Island, maybe related. Got some carrots. It could be that the wabbits survive. I don't know. Can wabbits can they swim? They survive the wave. I don't know. Can rabbits swim? I'm curious to find out. But here you can see maybe like the farming profession is back. So how you farm stuff. I don't know what this is here.
Life, meeting great people, entering eating contests. We love food here at Encamp. You'll see lots of food in Waven. If
That's good.
this little glimpse
I like
of
food too.
production caught your interest, follow us on social media. There is more to come. The early access release will be on the 16th of August, so
So 16th of August, it is as the time of recording this video, it is tomorrow.
save the date, and there will be even more updates after that. And if you have any ideas on what that new threat hanging over the world of 12 could be sure to let us know. We want to hear all your guesses, even and especially the oddest ones. This is Aurora.
Again, I like this sense of mystery. Like who's behind all this? I don't know.
Waven team here at Encamp. Bye.
Yeah, super cool. Awesome video. What was the lady's name? I know they showed her name somewhere.
What would you do if a huge wave washed over the world? If you lost everything? Could your life go back to what it was before? Great wave.
Oh, I see it here.
The great wave. Monstrous wave.
Aurora? Good job. Good job. This was a cool video. And again, I wish I could continue more of these videos. I wish they do some beginner stuff. Do some videos on introducing the people to like the combat system, the whole like deck system, and little videos kind of like easing people into the world. I think that would help a lot. But yeah, there you go, guys. This is kind of like a small introduction to Waven, a little 101 to Waven, what it is, and why you should play it. I'll definitely be making content on this video, whether that means like just tutorial videos or streams, but I'm excited. And I can't wait to check it out. Anyways, guys, 30-minute video. I'm gonna check out of here. But until next time, this has been Challenger EEX. Take care of yourself, and peace.